Now in this video we will develop the display info, that PHP file. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the HTML boilerplate first. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna rewrite the title, so it will be like display user info, and I'm gonna go to the registration file, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this Bootstrap file. So I'm just gonna copy this one, so it will be easier for us. We don't have to spend more time for CSS in these videos. So then I have just copied and pasted the same uh, Bootstrap CDN, so to create the CSS for, backgrounds. I'm going to include the file here, PHP, that connect.php, because in order to fetch the data from the database phpMyAdmin, I need to first connect to PHP. So I have to connect my PHP file to the database. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just include this connect.php file. That will do the trick. So include connect php.php. So connect php.php. Anyway, so every time we don't want to see this message when we connect to the PHP, so I'm going to just comment it out. So in the connect.php file, I'm going to just comment this message out. So basically, we will not going to see this message anymore. Basically, if only our database is not working, then this error message is going to be displayed in the website. But if the database is successfully connected, we'll not going to see this message repeatedly in our web browser every time. So this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to just save this one. Inside the body tag, I'm gonna create a div file, and I'm gonna put the Bootstrap class inside, the same class which I have used previously in registration.php, and I'm gonna put margin in here. That's fine. And I'm gonna put a h1 here. I'm just gonna use user details as the heading. I'll put a class for the heading, so I'll put a margin here, so margin 3, and text is equal to success, so that text color turns into green. I'm going to create one more div. Inside this div, we're going to put the Bootstrap table. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So I'm going to change this one, and we're going to search for Bootstrap table. So if you go to Bootstrap here, there are lots of tables you can find. Some of them you're gonna love it. So, but we'll just use the basic one for this video. See, there is one basic one here. We can just quickly use this one. So if you search in the table, so you're gonna get the first one. Just copy this table from here and just paste it here inside this second div, because the first div is already been used. So inside the second div. So now if we save it and we check our work, but before that I need to copy the path. So copy the path. See, so in the display info.php, we already having a table. So, but this table is hard coded. So basically, it's not the table which you want. We want to fetch the data from the local host, whatever is there. So we want to fetch those data and display inside our table. So we're gonna do that within a minute. But this is how the table and the field will look like. We're gonna add some buttons in there as well. So let's do that. We will delete some of these things. Basically, we don't need them. So I'm gonna comment out this part. You can delete them, it's up to you, or you can just comment it out, it's up to you, however you wanna do it. And we're gonna modify this column section, like the row and the table heading section. So basically I'm gonna put this first one as ID, second one is first name, last name, then what's inside our database, let's see. Okay, address, email, phone, address, email, phone, username, passwords. So that's how our heading should look like. So let's check the heading out. See, ID, first name, last name, address, email, phone, username, password. So we're gonna fulfill this entire table with the data which is stored inside our database. So let's do that. We will add a anchor tag. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy one of these anchor tags from the registration.php and I'm gonna insert it inside the display info.php, that file we are editing now. So under the table tag, where the table tag is being closed, just before the final div tag, the div tag is closing here. Before that, we will just paste it here. I'm gonna modify these words. So add new user, and then we're gonna change the file destination. Now I think it's the same destination we want to keep it, so it's a registration.php, that's fine. So that's what we want. So let's check it out. In our website, how does it look like? It's already look like this. That's fine. So this is fine. I'm gonna just change the text color from here, danger to the primary. So it will turn into blue. Let me check. Yes, it has turned into blue. So now I'm gonna start editing the table. I'm gonna write a SQL query here. So first $sign SQL display info is equal to select. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a asterisk sign here, select. So asterisk means all, everything, every data from the database. Select all from, we're gonna put the table name. So whatever the table name we have given here, so that is the table name, user form. So I'm gonna just copy it so that there is no spelling mistake. So you can write it down same way, user form. I'm gonna add PHP tag in here. Basically I have forgotten to add that. Let's add this one now. So let's paste that inside the PHP tag. and then I'm gonna mention one more variable, which will be like and then I'm gonna define two parameter inside. So the first parameter will be the connect PHP. So that particular variable I'm gonna put it inside this query as a first parameter, and the second parameter will be this particular variable. Now I'm gonna create a if statement here. The condition will be this particular variable. If it is working, then we'll execute some codes inside. So in order to do that, I'm gonna use a while loop as well. So if statement and then while loop. So how we're gonna define the while loop? So the while loop will be, I'll have to declare one more variable inside the while loop. Equal to, I'll write a SQL query. Inside that, I'm gonna paste this same variable again. Here I'm gonna define a variable. So did, suppose that's the variable I'm gonna define. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get that variable, paste here, and then I'm gonna get, the table we have put these column names, right? So we have to get all of these names to fetch the data. So if we go to the structure, that will just give us the column names here. So you can just start copying and pasting them, or you can just write it down however you feel comfortable. So I'm gonna get 7 more of this. I'm gonna copy it 7 more times. So I'm gonna do like f name, first name, last name, address, phone. That's fine. First name, last name, let me check if I'm correct, doing it correctly. Username, password, that's fine. So far is fine, because we don't want any error in there. So make our table a bit more beautiful. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put a class in here. In the next video, we will be able to finish this particular particular file. We're gonna finish it off. It's almost finished. So in the next video, I'm gonna show you guys how to fetch the data and display in the page. So that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you for your time.